Sofrin SK30. I'm impressed. I think it'd be a great everyday carry light, especially because you've got a way to carry it. You know, I imagine if you're out on the job site and you're looking in dark places, you're just gonna have this on your belt loop and you're gonna pull it out when you need. Maybe you're doing inspections. Be a lot of good uses for this light. It's gonna serve you well. So for an SK30 light, let's take a look. Instructions, cable, and wow, we've got like a belt loop. Look at this. Here's the light. This fits on some kind of a belt loop. Very, very handy. It comes uncharged, and I look like here, we pull this back and we have the charging port. So I'm gonna hook up it's all USB-C, and we're gonna charge it, and then we'll give it a real test. This has some heft to it, and I like the heft to it. It feels premium construction. We've got a couple of buttons here. Okay, let's turn it on. Let's push a button here. If I click on it, we got a nice bright light. Wow. So the little button, you got one big off on button. So the big button, off on, and then off on, and I can keep changing. It's changing its pattern. You can't see it's on barely, right? Low mode, and I'm getting it to brighter and brighter modes. If I hold it down and switch to kind of a strobe mode. Okay, let's take it outside in the dark and see how bright this really is. So here we have it on one of the lower settings, and the camera adjusts to the dark better than it really is, so that's a thing. It's off, on. I'm gonna flick here. All right, that's good. Yeah, that's even greater. Oh, that's bright. That's gonna light up the world. Oh, there's even a higher rate? Oh, wow. This is bright. This is, well, it's purported, I think it's at 3,000 lumens. Look how well it fills in the darkness. So that's the lowest mode. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is 4. It's got 4 levels of brightness. And if I do strobe mode, are there other? Okay, it keeps changing the pattern. It's fast, 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 and then strobe. Yeah, if you're caught on the side of the road, you're going to be noticed. I also like the case, right? Fits, just slots in here, great for tactical. And then you've got this with a snap. So you've got a Velcro thing and a snap. So this can go around a belt loop and snap in place, and you can leave it hooked up and attached. It's both Velcro, and you've even got a hook here. So the lanyard, in fact, I think it makes a lot of sense to hook the lanyard up. There's a little tiny hole you can see right here. You'd hook the lanyard up to this if you felt like that's something you'd want to do. Also, there's little washers right here. You see these 2 little washers? Those 2 little washers are, I assume, to seal the battery. So if I were to take it apart, there's probably a washer in here, and you want to make it more waterproof. You're going to be able to seal. There are gaskets to seal the light inside of the compartment. It's also got a belt clippy thing here. These are pretty stout. Yes, when we look here at the output, you can see the levels. It goes all the way up to turbo mode, which is 3,000 lumens. That's a lot. And then in the strobe, it's 2,800. Yeah. The distance of the beam in meters, it says it'll make 392 meters. Wow, on that turbo mode. I believe that. It was way bright. Here's the how to get it off and on. There's the switches, so that'll help you. Okay, if I turn it on, the battery light should go on. Notice it's green right now. There you go. And it says this is only on for 5 seconds, and then it turns off. See, it just did that. So I've got a green light, which means I've got plenty of battery because I've just charged it. That makes sense. And then what happens is if it's flashing green, I'm 550 to 75. Solid red, I'm 25 to 50. And flashing red, we're in trouble. So there we go. That's a cool feature.